Good afternoon, everybody. Right, I was just messing around with some stuff and I thought, yeah, I need to film. Right, so I'm doing the Embroidery Challenge 52 tags handmade. I really must make a proper thing with my scruffy handwriting. Yeah, pocket and a treasure. So I've got to admit, I struggled a bit with this one. I'm not a keepsakey, knick-knacky type person, but I did remember I had this glass bead, which, gosh, must be about 10 years ago. I went to the Flame Off, which, if you're into making glass and stuff like that, you'll know exactly what it is. But you go to this show, it was 2 days, I think it was, and you get to play with hothead torches and basically melt glass and make your own beads. That's it, really. Yeah, so I was sorting out some stuff and I found this and I thought, well, that is a keepsake from that. It's one that I made on a mandrel, and yeah, it was my first bead ever. So I thought actually that'd be quite good. It's got really weird colours. It's sort of turquoise and this sort of muted pinky beige colour, really. So I've been scrabbling through my stuff to try and find something that will go, and I think this is about as close as I can get it. So yeah, so that'll do. Yeah, it's fine. So I was just mucking around with, I want to get some little button trims on here. And I've got these teeny tiny plastic ones, but they were not showing up. This is the only fabric I had which kind of coordinated. So I'm just going to put that there for now. So I'm going with this. So I'm going to make the pocket out of this. And it's the hem of a top, basically. Well, the top bit's a hem of a top. And then I was just mucking around with these buttons, just seeing what I want to place where. So I thought I'd bring you with me. So welcome. I hope everybody's well and, you know, keeping yourself sane. I've got a bit of tatting here, which I thought, the colour was, you know, kind of right. Needed to be a bit more pinker, but it's close enough. And I just was playing around with the fact that this will actually fit over the whole of my tag. I don't know if you can see it. I've cut it to the same size. Again, I've told you before, I like the background fabric. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that, actually. They show up better on there than they do just flat. So let's get stitching. I've no idea what I'm going to do stitch wise. Don't know. Right, first of all, let's cut this piece of fabric to the same size as the pocket. The background fabric, I don't know if you can see, it's very lightly embossed with leaves and things, so I thought that kind of matched and went and was all right, basically. So I'm just going to straighten this up a little bit because I literally hacked it off the top that I got it off of. It was an old one. I had a growth spurt. I outgrew it. Oh dear. COVID, you've got so much to answer to. Right. Not a good bit of cutting. They are not very sharp scissors. Let me get my proper ones. Hold on. It's a bit like overkill on such a little tag, but at least they cut properly. If I angle them right, of course. Right. Yeah, I mean, Anne's was beautiful, but I don't keep things like seashells and that, and I don't know. This is all I've got. So we're going to do this. Now then, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I've chosen this thread. It's a Steph Francis one. I've been very naughty and gone back on her website, and it's all Carol from Oak House Journal's fault, showing me her stash and all the rest of it again. So yeah, I'm blaming her because, you know, she made me do it. Of course she didn't. It's not hard, is it? Buying beautiful things, it's not hard at all. So let's just see. I'm not too thrilled with the red bit on this, but I think it'll be alright. It kind of matches in with that brown, and although there's no brown on the bead, but oh well, we'll have to make do. So let's chop a bit of this off and let's get stitching. So I've had the week off work and I had lots of plans. I've done quite a bit, but you know, I was supposed to make soap this week. I haven't made a single bar because I got totally enthralled with doing ephemera for my junk journals. There is going to be 4 Edith Holden ones. That's how much ephemera I've made. Oh, so yeah, I kind of got obsessed with that, and I haven't even done my Artie Maze one yet, my challenge thingy. So up and coming. It'll happen. It's Saturday today. It's Easter Sunday tomorrow. So my middle daughter has got a huge garden and we're all going to socially distance and meet up in the back garden. And the kids are going to have a little Easter egg hunt. So that'll be most of tomorrow gone. I'm really stuck with what to do. Do I just keep it simple? Perhaps that would be the thing. Now I can't sew though. I need to sew the buttons on there before I can stitch that on. Maybe we'll concentrate on this. Yeah, so I think tomorrow is just going to disappear rapidly. What do I want to do? There's tiny little loops on this. I wish I could tat, you know. There's I know a lady that does it, and she just sits there and just sort of, you know. I said to you, you'd have to show me one day, but you know, not seen each other for over a year now because of you know what. So perhaps we'll do some little pastel stitches or something. Quite like a pastel stitch. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the tiny little loops on the side here. I'm just catching those, and that'll do 2 jobs. It'll hold down this tatting and give me something to work from. Now you've moved, that is not convenient. Right, hold on, let me get my pins. Yeah, so although I've been busy this week, I've just done junk journal stuff. Not what was on the plan. Trouble is, I think when your mojo's up and you just don't want to stop, do you? You just want to keep making, and boy was my mojo up. So it's all good. And if you don't do junk journals and you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, yeah, there is lots of it on YouTube. So, well, my site as well. So, sorry, I'm dragging that towards me again, aren't I? Try not to pull tight. Let's go in here. Oop, no, don't pull. Yeah, so these threads that I've ordered, very naughty. But like I say, it's Carol's fault. Can't be held responsible when it comes to pretty threads. When they come, I will show you, of course. I don't need them, but you know, I've got grand plans to do all sorts of stuff and never even get round to it. So I need to pack up working, I've decided. Oh darn, no, I can't. It'd be rather nice. One day. One day. It's quite late in the afternoon. I went for a really long walk with my daughter this morning with her two dogs, and I didn't get home till, I don't know, about 12 o'clock I think it was. We walked for miles, which is lovely. I mean, it's a beautiful day here again. So it was frosty this morning though. The car was as white as anything out the front. So yeah, it was certainly cold. But by the time we finished our, Lord knows how many miles we walked, I was starting to get a bit warm. Just making sure I was in screen, and I am, so that's good. Stop twisting. Trying to think if I've got anything to tell you. I don't think I have. We're all leading this very quiet life at the moment. I'm not looking forward to my commute. Ow! My commute to work on Tuesday. Filled up the car with petrol in anticipation. Just make sure I'm not bleeding. No, did go in. Yes. I'll stop thinking about that because it will get depressing. Go in. This fabric's sheer but quite stiff. I think it's got a lot of sizing left in it. I didn't wash it. I don't. Not for these little things anyway. I'll just catch in the rest of these little loops here. I'm hoping you're seeing. Don't pull. Oh, I have to get another bit of thread. Come on. Well, it's colourful. Nothing else. These threads are lovely. They really are. Can't remember what I've ordered. Oh, I've ordered some brain seizure. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. A different thread. Oh, linen. That's, oh dear. Yeah, some linen thread. I've never worked with linen thread, so that'll be interesting. And then I just went for, she's doing like a lucky, well, I think she calls them the rejects packs or something. Yeah, so I've ordered a couple of those as well. We'll see what we get. You can choose roughly what colours you want. She's not guaranteeing it, but you can ask for kind of colours. So I think you get 3 skeins in the bargain packs, which are only £4, which I thought, you know, for 3 skeins is marvellous, really. So is there a little loop under there? No. Okay. Let's go. There's a little loop there. Yep, got one. Yeah, that's all exciting. I had an order from the works the other day, but it was real bog standard stuff. It was some heavier. Well, they were offering free postage, so you know, can't say no to that. And I needed some heavier copier paper and stuff like that anyway. So, and they happened to have it. So, and some confetti, because I don't do glitter, but I got this stuff. It was only £1. It's little teeny butterflies, because I quite like making those shaker cards that I did for Journal to Inspire last time, so which will be coming up tomorrow. So I need to get the Artie Maze one done. No, there's plenty of time. They don't take that long. Right, so I think we'll go back this way now. Doesn't all have to be down. I'm just putting in some decoration really more than anything, because the pocket, I think I'm just going to straight stitch it on, and then maybe blanket stitch around the edge, and then sew on the buttons, and that'll be it really. I don't know what else I'll do on it. You can come off now, my little friend. Thank you for holding that still. Come here. Oh, and I want to say a big welcome to new subscribers, by the way. Thank you for joining me. Hope you find it entertaining, interesting. I try. So it's all good. No, thank you. Yes, and those of you that watch me week after week after week, love you, bless you. Thank you very much. It means a lot. You get awfully... lonely is not the right word, but you do think you're talking to yourself half the time. So to actually know that people are watching is very, very gratifying. So thank you. Once I get this junk journal bug out of my system that I've got at the moment, I will be doing some fabric jobs. So I've got to do some sewing actually. I've got a couple of Etsy orders I need to get done. But like I say, I'm totally distracted this week. Totally distracted. Let's just put some more decoration in here. Don't pull tight. Just doing some sort of stab stitchy type things, just to hold this middle bit down. Might be enough actually. Yeah, that's really pretty actually. Love these variegated threads. It is the threads. They are just to die for. I'll show you the number of that one. I think I did last time, but I'll show you it up again in a moment. Let me just sort out what the heck is going on here. Right. I didn't do a very good knot there. It's not going to go anywhere. That's fine. Let me do that before I end up forgetting. So it's Steph Francis. It's one of her medium perles, and it's MP29, that one. So very pretty indeed. And I still haven't spooled it up. I did the other one that I was using previously, but not this one. Not yet. So if I work there, yes, I'm on screen. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking, well actually I could just blanket stitch it and that would do, wouldn't it? That would hold it as well. We can do some decorative blanket stitch ish. Yeah, because that's not going to take up much room. Yeah, so we can come in a bit and do some fancy stuff. Okay, right, I need to stitch these on before I do that. I've just thought of that. So don't tap, it's annoying. Let's see what sort of cotton we'd like. What should we do? Something that shows up. So the blues are going to be on top of that brown. Maybe we just go for this really dark, whatever that colour is. Doesn't say. It's a Gutermann. Very dusty. And I don't know why, because they're in drawers. I'll take off quite a bit, because you always need more than you actually think you do. Right. I'm chuffed that loads of people have been making their needle books. That's really great. Those of you that don't want to do it, I think there's one more left in the shop. So I'm going to need something quite thin for these, aren't I? Come here. You're going to go, yeah. Oh, 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 don't go anywhere. Stay there. Yeah. I do struggle with this bright light. I'm usually really good at threading needles, but it shines on the silver and you can't really see. Alright, okie doke. So I'm thinking off to one side will look quite nice, so I need to leave that space there. So that one about there. Come here. This is as close as I could get to that sort of peachy pinky colour that's on there. It's close enough, I feel. Let's do a square. I like doing the square, and that is going in a square in the hills because there's 4 holes on these, which I will show you in a moment because these are so tiny and fiddly. I've just got to hold on at the moment. Because they want to shift and move on you. I don't know if you've watched Anne's video, but it was really nice seeing her screen in screen. Isn't it funny how you kind of have this, you build up this vision for what somebody looks like from their voice, and I'd never seen her. Well, maybe it's on her website. I say I'd never seen her, her face as it were. So yeah, it was really lovely to see her. There's quite a few YouTubers now kind of getting over their shyness and putting their faces on. I just did it. It's an ugly face, but you know. My mother used to love it. My granddaughters do, bless them. I saw Scarlett yesterday. She's the one that's slightly autistic anyway, and she said, I can't even remember how the subject came up. I was giving her dad a lift home with all these dogs, and she came with us, and she said, how come you're not, what was it? It was something about grey hair. You don't look like a grandma because you haven't got grey hair. I said, well, I did, love, before I dyed it. So my mum was the same. We just don't suit grey hair. I would, if I suited grey hair, I'd just let it go, and that's as simple as that. But I seriously look like death warmed up with grey hair. I just look awful. We haven't got the right skin tone, and I know my mum tried it. What would she have been, about 70, I suppose? And I said to her, just let it go. She went, no, can't. And I wasn't dyeing my hair at that time because I was a lot younger. And she, no, she said, I can't. I look like death. And actually, I'm exactly the same now. So yeah, it's yeah, love her. I love Scarlett. She's so, well, if you know autistic people. They are so blunt and to the point. It's hilarious at times. You got to take it all with a pinch of salt as well. She's so funny. She's got a new school and God, they are doing such a good job with her. She is so happy. Okay, I keep saying to her, I can't thank you enough because they're one of the schools that I ring as part of my job, and yeah, I keep said to me, it's amazing, isn't it? You get the right school for a child and they're like totally different people. And she needed, you know, she needed specialists, and luckily, well, not specialist, but you know, a primary school that could, you know, knew how to talk to Scarlett. Basically, you have to be very blunt and very to the point. Yeah. Anyway, there it is. Not her fault, lover. Sorry, I'm dragging this in again, aren't I? Am I staying on the screen? I get nattering and then I forget that I'm videoing. Right. Right, okie doke. Not going to do anything fancy schmancy with those. We'll just leave that as is, because this is a very thin cotton. It was a very pretty top, but like I say, I had a growth spurt. I like. So that's going to go in there, my little keepsake. Right, I'm going to put some pins on that because I think it's going to slide around like a what's it. So let's get my little applique pins, which I love. One and two. We'll trim that up after. Well, actually, no, we won't. We won't be able to, because we'll be stitching blanket stitch, which goes right to the edge. That'll do. Come on, Susan. Doesn't have to be a masterpiece. Yes, it does. Okay. Oh, these buttons, by the way, they were cheapies from AliExpress. I think they're called scrapbooking buttons, the little diddy ones. These are little coconut buttons. And they're just little, I think they're wood, but I just wanted little buttons and that's what I got. So yeah, AliExpress has lots of stuff like that, so you won't go wanting. Right, sew that a bit close to the edge, your Bolly. Yep. Let's see if we can catch that in. Okay. Start doing a bit of staggering, a bit of fanciness. need to keep the middle quite open, don't I, to get that bead in. So maybe I'll do some crisscross ones. That wasn't right. Just going to do some book standard ones across the bottom here. I want to be able to get that bead in, so I don't want to go up too high like I have here. So we'll we can start going a little bit taller now. Well, we've had the date for our summer fair come through. We'll see. It's the it was the 7th of August, so plenty of time to make stuff, she says. And I'll be panicking right at the last minute, going, I've got nothing made. And whose fault's that? I don't do that one. Let's tie that one off. Threads. I was a bit premature there, wasn't I, tying that back up? I'm going to make a separate case for all these because I've got a lot of like the DMC threads and that, but I want to get these their own little special area. I can put them on bigger bobbins as well then, so it might be something, might make something. I've got a very good strong box underneath my desk here. Well, actually I've got a wooden one somewhere. Ooh, and it'll be perfect because it's got dividers. Where that is? It's a blank one. I'll find that. We'll do that. What am I doing? Gonna cheat. Can't do it. Yeah, they need much bigger bobbins than the DMC threads and anchor threads, and that they don't fit on there at all well, because I skeined up the orangey coloured one that I had, and it looks awful. So I have got a cutting die actually, which cuts bigger bobbins. So I shall cut some of those and make some. And they'll probably fit in that box perfectly actually. I just need to remember where that box was. I saw it recently. I'll give you a close-up, don't worry, because it's kind of merging into the fabric here, but that's fine. Our spacing's not very good at the end, but it'll be okay. To give ourselves permission to not have everything perfect. Doesn't have to be. Right. Right, let's have a look. Ah, that's pretty. Right, so my bead hopefully will just fit in there. Yeah, it has done. Cool. Right, I'll get it on the tag and then I'll give you a good old-fashioned close-up. I bought myself a date stamp. Woohoo! There it is. Because I keep forgetting to put the date on them. I think I'm going to stitch it on with this thinner cotton. Is that going to be enough? Probably not. But let's give it a go. Put those away, so I should lose those. They're teeny tinies, but they're brilliant for this sort of work. I think I might stick the top again with a glue stick. I know some people are planning to do stuff with these afterwards, but I'm like, no, they're going to stay on their, well, definitely need a bigger ring holder. I still haven't decided. Somebody did suggest like baseball card holders or something. I don't know if we can get them in the UK. I'd have to have a look actually. But that's a good idea. But it's a bit sort of plastic. It's like, yeah, sure I can think of something a little bit better than that, but it might have to be. We shall see. Don't pull out, thank you. I'm not worried if I can see these stitches. So yes, if you live in the UK and you ever get, if you're close to the Midlands, well, you'd have to look on a well, glassmaker's website, I suppose. But anyway, try and get to the bead off, because the flame off rather. It's great fun. Get to play with hot molten glass and things, and watch other people making beads, which is somehow fascinating. Because I was going to get into it, I had a kiln and had the hothead torch and everything, but stuff. So I sold the kiln anyway. Which was just lucky because the front suspension went on the car the same week. So I got for the kiln, paid for the front suspension to be done. So I know there are little gremlins up there somewhere, aren't there? Go on, go through. Thank you. Okay, you're going to be awkward this week, are you? Look, come on, behave. My stomach's growling. I want my dinner. Fine, fine. have any lunch? Don't think I did. Could be why. Come on. Good enough. Okay. I'll give you a close-up, don't worry. Let me just grab my pen. So this was week 14. Pocket and a treasure. Oh, don't know why I put a dot there. My bead was made. The flame off. Gosh, I'm trying to think how long ago that was. It's a long time ago. Must be about 10 years ago. Made it the flame off. It was my first. Okay, that'll do. Right, let's pop you in there. In you go. And that's quite nice and tight actually, because that's what I was really worried about. That would keep falling out, but it looks all right. Let me give you a close-up and I'll let you go. So there we are. Really pleased with the stitching, and that sounds good. And that kind of matches up almost perfectly with the colour of the bead. So there's the bead and there's the stuff. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the next video. Bye bye.